first of all, yes, we can say it. Someone says, well, in Europe, you can say it treats any condition and any disease.
Right.
But based on what the Healy is cleared for in the US, it would seem to me that that phrase could be problematic with the FDA.
That's why I'm not saying to do that. I said in Europe they do that. Did you notice that I prefaced it?
You did. You did. In Europe,
in Europe, it's legal to say that. So I said in Europe they say, but in the US we have our guidelines. So we are restricted per se in terms of what we can say that the Healy is able to do. But in Europe, they're able to say a lot broader. And what I was just trying to make the point of, just for people here on this call, is that if that is the case and it's the same device, draw your own conclusions into what that means.
Perfect. Okay, and we can use it on Android and iPhone.
On Android and iPhone, it does need to be. I don't remember the exact specifications, but most people that have a device that they've had over the last 3 or 4 years, it's not a problem.
Okay, perfect. And the last
old device from 10 years ago that you're still using, it may not work. But anyone that's out there with a phone right now that's pretty current up and they keep it upgraded, you should be able to use the device. And on tablets also, by the way, you don't necessarily have to only use it on a phone. You can use it on a tablet, which is what I'm going to be switching to shortly, because I don't want to have my phone tied up necessarily with having to have that running. So I'm in the process now of purchasing a small tablet, and then I'll put the apps on the tablet and then use that exclusively with my Healy, and that'll be my own little.
Well, tonight's my first night learning about it, but I have been a homeopathic practitioner for over 35 years. So I've been using energy medicine and yoga and lifestyle medicine for probably 45 years. It's the way I work with my clientele, and it sounds really nice. I mean, it would be lovely to have something that a client can actually take home and own ourselves. I mean, I work on that through diet, lifestyle, through the epigenetics of everything. And yes, getting to the root cause of an issue certainly is great. And energy medicine is awesome. I mean, sometimes I'll just write the name of a homeopathic remedy on a piece of paper, and my client can feel better just in that particular, just the energetics of the word, of the name. So I'm interested to learn more about this particular product, the cost and how we get it, and all the rest. I would love to learn a lot more about it. Sounds wonderful.
Well, thank you for sharing. And we do have another presentation coming up tomorrow night, and the person who invited you here can send over a full recorded presentation as well with all that information. And we're just so glad we're attracting professionals like you that already has a heart for healing. And I know several of my friends, and I have some guests on tonight, are actually team members that are into homeopathic type of healing therapies, and I'm just so excited, and I went to them very first because I knew they would catch the vision of the Healy product and the opportunity. Thank you so much, Amy.
Can I ask you one question?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this machine or this item has come onto the market since just a couple of days ago?
Okay.
Released in the United States on May 1st, but it's been used all through the world in Europe and Asia and other countries for the last year. But you need to realize that this device is not a new device, because it's based on the original device, which is a doctor's only professional device called the Time Waver, that has been in Germany for the past 14 years, used by more than 2,500 German MDs and practitioners with over 500,000 patients. So it's been tested and proven over time. And what basically they did, which was the dream I had, because I have a device similar to the Time Waver, they were able, after the last 4.5 to 5 years, I think it cost them $20 million of research, but they were able to shrink the components down into a product that's the size of the palm of your hand. And then with the benefit of using the cloud that we have now, to be able to store all the 144,000 unique frequencies in a German secure medical cloud, and then with the attachment of the quantum sensor, which can fit in the palm of your hand, to your cell phone, which now has the apps that you need. There's a triangle effect that's made. With the artificial intelligence, we're able to scan ourselves first. The information goes into the cloud, instantaneously comes down, tells us which programs, and then we can deliver it right from our phone. So it's remarkable. You can't hear.
Where is the place now? Now that there's the COVID thing and the coronavirus, what's happening with any sort of kind of experiments with people and clientele and patients using this machine with this particular challenge today?
Well, that's an interesting question. And the reason why it's an interesting question, because the medical team that puts together all the programs and the frequencies that are used got together about a month ago when this whole situation started coming down the path, and they said, we need to do something about this. We need to protect all of our people that have this device. And so they got together, figured out the specific frequencies that were needed, came up with a whole different program, which is, as people get it in the next couple of days, it's the one that's called the Bioenergetic Balance Program. It's a unique, specific, standalone program. And they delivered it to everyone's Healy for free. So when they turned on the Healy the next day, all of a sudden it said, program update. This program came up, and they suggested that everyone that uses the Healy runs this program at least once a day.
That have COVID.
I'm not going to address any specific medical conditions by name, because we're not allowed to do that.
Okay, so what about
basically, it optimizes the immunity for any condition, and we cannot say COVID-19. That makes total sense to everyone, I'm sure.
Right.
That addresses hopefully your question. They're on it, and they have tons and tons of new programs that they shared with me privately a couple of days ago that are coming down the pike real quickly, just to let people know they're going to have a whole animals, dogs, cats, horses. They're going to have a program for learning a language in 6 weeks. They're going to have a program for anti-aging, which includes the frequencies for the stem cells of all the organs in the body. They're coming out with a program that has every single emotion and how it relates to every organ and the underlying cause of all disease. So all of these programs are coming up, specific programs for children, and they'll be showing up every couple of months, and you'll have the opportunity, if you want to include those programs into your database. We all have the same device, regardless of which edition we purchase. It's just the number of programs we choose to get, and we can include in it that allows us to treat other aspects. So hopefully that.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Amy.
What type of doctor are you, Doc Steve?
I have a DMD, NMD, OMD, and ND. So my degrees are in nutritional medicine, orthomolecular medicine, naturopathic, and I actually started out at the University of Pennsylvania in the 70s in the field of dental medicine. I'm the type of guy that I just am always, studying and taking courses and teaching and whatever. And I just over the years, I felt that those programs, that postdoc degrees that I accumulated, were all important for where I was heading towards and the things that I was doing. So I continue to learn all the time. So I'm up to date with exactly all the technology, i.e. the Healy.
We know that Healy's got you intrigued, so head on over to ChooseHealy.com to see tons of Healy testimonials, hear reviews on the Healy technology, and how to easily get your hands on this game-changing and disrupting opportunity to support you, your family, your community, your clients, and your patients. We look forward to you scheduling a time to experience the Healy Resonance device from wherever you are. So head on over to ChooseHealy.com to receive all the information you require and to schedule your Healy Resonance experience today. You'll be glad you did. Get ready for the new paradigm of affordable energy medicine. It's here today and waiting for you. ChooseHealy.com.